Welcome everyone. Today's Lunch and Learn. It's Wednesday, the 26th of February. So we're sharing today with Sanjay from Air India. So what the format will be, I'll just talk a little bit about Faremine. I know a lot of you already, Ian and Anna particularly already book with Faremine anyway. But I'll just quickly go over the fare types that we have with Air India, and then we'll hand off to Sanjay. He'll talk a bit about Air India routes, cabins, everything. So he's got quite a few slides what he'll go through and talk through them as we go. And then we'll finish off just with a quick demo on the Faremine website, and it'll just take you through an Air India London to Delhi route. I think we said we'd do, didn't we?
Yes, yes.
Just pointing out certain features of the website that you may know or you may not know they are there, but they are beneficial to you. So I'll get going. So and I do apologise again, I am a bit croaky, as is Sanjay.
Yes.
So Fairmine, who we are, so we're an independent trade only scheduled flight specialist, and we've been established over 40 years. So it's actually 44 years, I believe, now. So because we've been around for so long, it's enabled us to nurture the relationships with the airlines that we have today. So we've got exclusive contracts, and we like to say the lowest fares. So we work independently with independent agents and tour operators, and we're fully IATA accredited and ATOL licensed for your peace of mind. We've also protect all the airlines under SAFI as well. So that's your scheduled airline failure insurance. So as well as the website, we do have the res team that are based down in Chester. So we've got, I think it's ever growing as well. I think there's about eight people down there now in the res team. So if there's anything complex that you're struggling to find on the website, I would definitely pick up the phone or drop them an email, and they can try and help you out there. So they are very good and they're very, very experienced. Okay. So what we do, so we've got a responsive accounts team. So in the rare event you do have invoice queries, they will be handled straight away, and we try and get them resolved quickly and efficiently for you. Same with your refunds. If you've got credits on your account, we try and get them back to you, so we're not holding on to your money. With feedback, now we love feedback, whether it's good or bad, preferably good. So when we upgraded the website back in October, that was based on feedback from agents. So we do take it seriously, and no idea is a silly idea. So if there's something the website's not doing you think we could improve on, do let us know, and it will be considered for the next time we upgrade. So Jimmy, our implementations manager, he looks into things like that. So yeah, we got the void button on there as a result of the last upgrade, which is good now, so you can void your own bookings online if they're ticketed that same day. So with the training, we do try and tailor training. So if you've got quite a few new members of staff and you want us to deliver training exclusive to your company, we can do that. Like with the home working agencies, you might want to do out of hours training. We can tailor training to your needs. So just let me know what your requirements are, and we can get something booked in. Now, we do have an out of hours service. We outsource that to a company called All 7. So if you do want to join up to the out of hours, do let me know. Just drop me an email and I can send you all the information across. Another thing that we do, we co-brand our gross invoices and the web confirmation. So if you want to send the web confirmation onto a client, some of you may be net, some may be gross, but the gross invoices, we can put your company logo on there, so you can send that to your clients. Obviously your markups will be hidden, and it just looks a lot nicer. So if you do want to do that, if you can send me a JPEG logo, so a nice clear version of your logo, and we can get that added to your documents for you. Okay, so they're just a few little things that we do. Now, with Faremine, the perks, we obviously work closely with the airlines. Excuse me. We're hoping that won't go to happen. So we have the airline incentives, and So every month you'll see a different emails coming through with different incentives, different airlines. So coming into March, we've got the lovely Air India, and because we're coming up to Easter, we have some chocolate hampers in March. So any bookings, and Ian, you've won a hamper before as a result of one of the airline incentives. So the winners are real. And
Well,
there's
it's
yeah, and the vouchers as well are always up for grabs. So we always have lots of winners with the vouchers as well. So if you want to see what we've done previously in previous campaigns, if you go to the website and look at promotions, and you'll be able to see there what we've done previously. While we do run the incentives, we do like to let agents know about new routes, cabin classes, anything like that. And obviously today we've got the added benefit of actually having Air India with us, so they can talk through everything as well. Okay. So here we are. This is the promo that you will be seeing coming through to your inboxes, hopefully in the next couple of days. So 1 of 5 luxury chocolate hampers when you book with Air India and Faremine, and the vouchers as well. So I'm next going to just move on to the fare types. So the fare types that we have with Air India are published, seat only, and IT fares. So we have all 3 now, don't we, Sanjay?
Yes, so just quickly, yes, publishers there, obviously ITX are there. The seat-only ones are currently being filed, so there's something new. So we could say that you've got them, but they will be in the systems any day soon.
Yeah, they are very new this week. I think
Yes,
the email only came through this week.
it did, yeah.
But because we know they're coming, that's why we wanted to talk about them, didn't we?
Yeah,
So just to let you
yes,
know that they are coming. So, so really the differences with fare types, your published fares are the ones that mirror the airline's direct website. So they can be sold as a flight only. They don't require any ground arrangements to be pre-booked, and you generally have 0 ticketing time limits on a published fare. Now, all fares can be held online for the day anyway, regardless. So if you see a published fare in the morning, you can hold that fare and it will expire by midnight. So just make sure if you do want to ticket it, it's done within that day. And yeah, like I just said, the content mirrors the airline's direct website. It's a non-negotiated fare. Now, the seat only, this is a negotiated fare, can be sold as a flight only. It doesn't require any ground arrangements to be pre-booked, and they offer the cheapest rates in the market with the various airline tactical offers. And these should be cheaper than the airline's direct website because they're a negotiated fare. Now, you get shorter ticketing time limits on the seat-only fares. The general rule, it's about 0 to 3 days. Am I correct, Sanjay, on a
yes,
seat-only?
it is.
There is, when you look on the website, sometimes the fares may load through showing for a seat only may load up showing a longer ticketing time limit than 3 days. So just please wait until you've booked the confirmation. If you're holding an option, go ahead and book the option and then wait until Res email you with the actual ticketing time limit. So it's sometimes just how the fare conditions pull through, which Jimmy is on with at the minute. So yeah, seat only. General rule is 0 to 3 days, we say. Sanjay, didn't you want to add in something about the VFR fares that are
Yes,
incorporated in
yes,
with the
correct.
seat only? Yeah,
So we don't have a VFR fare as such, because the seat only fares and the VFR fares mirror each other. So it just increases our filing cost. So we just have one fare type, seat only, and all the terms and conditions rules are the same as the VFR fares. So you get your baggage, which I'll obviously come to a bit later in my slides. Yeah, so VFR fares are seat only fares, so they're the same.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sanjay.
yeah.
So the IT fares, as we may already know, they cannot be sold as a flight only. If agents are found to be dry selling, as we call it, so selling IT fares without any ground arrangements, if the passenger is then stopped at the airport and found that there's no ground arrangements in place, but they were booked on an IT fare, Faremine will get an ADM for that, and then we will have to pass on the cost to the agent. So this is why we like to make everybody aware that IT fare should not be sold as flight only. So they do require the ground arrangements to be pre-booked. The beauty of the IT fares is you get the longer ticketing deadlines with these. And again, I think the general rule with these is normally about 30 days before departure. Is that correct, Sanjay?
Yeah,
For the
30,
IT
30 days.
fares?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. Okay.
correct.
And again, because they are a negotiated fare, they are cheaper than the airline's direct website. So this is how they will all appear. Now, if any of we've not actually put it on here, but NDC I do believe is coming with Air
NDC is coming.
India.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah. So if anyone wants any information on the NDC fares, let me know. I do have a
yeah.
document that I can send across to you for that. So today we're not going to cover it because it's not actually there at the
Mm,
moment.
mm.
Okay. So Sanjay, I will hand it over to you for
Thank
now. Do you
you.
want to take control?
Yeah,
Have a big
sure.
swig of water.
Hmm.
So Sanjay's got his
Cheers.
little mascot in the background there, haven't you,
Yeah, actually.
Sanjay?
Oh, look, he's disappeared. Oh,
He
why
has
has he gone?
disappeared.
Oh, here he is. I have to wake him up, nudge him. So,
Said he looks like he's had a few.
yes, exactly. So he is the Air India mascot. He's been there for a very long time, and he's sort of changing and transforming with the airline, which I'll come to. So I'm going to take control.
Okie doke, thank you.
So is that okay? Can you see now? Right? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
we can see fine.
So
Yeah.
before I just start really quickly, I've actually just a bit about me really quickly. I've been in the industry for well over 20 years. I've worked with different airlines, so I come with a lot of experience. Um, I was previously I'm not going to go into my full career history because that's not what it's about here today. Previously to me joining Air India, I've only been with Air India for 3 months, and as I was saying that this is just my to Angela, that this is my first training session. So bear with me. Any questions I can answer, I will. Any I don't know, I won't make it up. I'll take a note and I'll obviously come back to you as well. So, like I said, 3 months, and previous to that, I was with Vistara, which is now part of Air India. They're both companies merged, so there's no more Vistara. It's all Air India basically. Um, Now, Air India, and as I'll go through the slides, I'll explain to you. Air India is literally, and just going back to what Ian said earlier, it is a very old company, but it's a new company in a way, and you will see that we're on a transformation journey. Believe it or not, the airline is 93 years old, so it's a 93-year-old airline. But today we work in the airline, it's like it's a brand new startup. So it's a 93-year-old startup, if I can put it that way. So moving on, you can see my slides, everyone. Yeah. So basically, just going through. Um, just a second, I can just about see this slide. I need to make it a bit larger. Hold on, just a second. Let me pop out. Oh, what have I done here? Hi, can you all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, it's
I think
fine.
you're
Okay.
Yeah, I think Angela's on mute, so then maybe she couldn't hear me. Right, so basically this is
Sorry
Air
about
India.
that.
No worries, I think you were on mute, so that's fine. So just a bit about Air India. We basically were acquired, we were bought by the original founders. So Air India was founded in the 1930s by a company called Tata. You all probably know who Tata are. They own companies in the UK, they own British Steel, they own Jaguar Land Rover, and they own Tetley Tea as well. So now they own 100% of Air India, which they bought back from the government, and now they've put Air India on a transformation journey. And what a transformation journey means, it just means upgraded products, routes, new aircrafts coming in, the older aircraft which we currently operate, they're going in for a refit. New routes, like in October we started a Heathrow Bangalore service. Um, we've now got a new groups tool, so if anybody is booking groups, obviously there is a tool, and I'm happy to share that with you, Angela, so you can share it with the rest of the agents. In September, we inducted our brand new A350 aircraft, followed by our A320 aircraft. And this aircraft comes with a new brand, new cabin crew uniforms, internally completely brand new with three new cabins, which is business, premium economy, and economy as well. So on average, we have a new aircraft coming in every 6 days. It was in the media as well, we've got 540 brand new aircraft on order, and these consist of the A350s, 777s as well, and some of the A320s for our domestic intra-India routes as well. We've got a new in-flight streaming system, so if you just want to use your iPad or your phone, it's called Vista, and we'll connect you with Vista. We offer free Wi-Fi on our new aircraft as well. So whether you're in business, premium economy, or economy class, it is a complimentary service right now. So that's new Wi-Fi um, that we're offering now on our domestic and sort of international flights now as well. Since the merger with Vistara, we've now got 13,000 staff. So just to an addition of 200 aircraft. So just to give you the size of the airline, and I'll come to the later slides when you'll see that in our route map. We've actually relaunched our frequent flyer program. It's called the Maharaja, and that's the chap sitting behind me here. It's called the Maharaja Club, and that's for individuals who want to join the loyalty program. As an airline, we are part of the Star Alliance group, so you can earn and burn, and we do work with all the Star Alliance members as well. And now I'm also part of the UK Air India team, which has got really big now. So we've got a big team here, which is great. Moving on, all of the current aircrafts, which are the older aircraft, the 777s and the 787s, not the 350s, the older aircraft that we have got right now, a lot of them are going for retrofit, meaning the whole of the in-cabin interiors will be flushed out, cleaned, new seats, carpet, everything's going to be refitted as well. That's all happening in Singapore. Yeah, and like Angela said earlier, NDC is coming, and we're also sort of working on commercial agreements with Faremine, so the relationship will only grow, basically. Yeah, and we're sort of out there in the market with different agents. We're at different events as well, so you will see a lot more of Air India coming up. What I wanted to give you an overview on the Tata Group, basically, who are our parent company. So this slide, I'm not going to go through it in detail, but as a visual, you can see where we are. We've got great financial backing. And as Ian rightly said earlier, yes, we were a troubled airline, but we've completely come out of that phase. It's been a complete turnaround, and now we're on this transformation journey, and there's lots of exciting things happening here. Yeah. So we've just mentioned some of the Tata companies that are part of the Air India group of companies. Just to give you a bit about the airline, so Air India actually also acquired Air Asia in India, which was merged with Air India Express. So Air India Express is like an EasyJet, Ryanair, sort of a low-cost model that's in India, and we fly domestically in India. It's a low-cost model, so it's very much like the low-cost airlines, but we also fly into our neighboring countries as well. So that's a low-cost model, but we also have a full-service product, so you can choose whether you want to fly full service or you're happy with the low cost, and that will show in the fares as well. And I've just added a bit about Vistara, which is now part of the Air India group. So as you can see, putting all these three airlines together, we're quite a big group of airlines. And just to add to this, I forgot to add to this, is that Singapore Airlines also have a 25% stake in the Air India group of companies. So that's Air India, Air India Express, and Vistara. So that's the whole relation to why our aircrafts are going back to Singapore for a refit and a retrofit. Right, this is just to give you an overview of our flights in the UK. So we fly out of Heathrow. We've got flights going into Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. We also fly from Birmingham into Amritsar and Delhi, and we've got Gatwick services into Amritsar, Goa, Cochin, and Ahmedabad as well. So yeah, so these are the three airports, and this is only going to grow. We are looking at Manchester as well, so we are just obviously waiting for new aircraft to come in. So Manchester will come soon as well. But this is just to give you a quick overview on our route network from the UK. Domestically, we've got quite a robust domestic network, so some of you may already recognize some of these destinations. So these destinations are operated by all Air India flights. Obviously, the larger red dots are some of our metro cities, so that's where we sort of connect into other domestic Indian cities as well. So feel free to even go online and have a look on our website if you need more information, or also reach out to me if you wish. Now this is like spaghetti junction here. It's a lot going on here. As you can see, we've just about got in all of our routes. So we've got a lot of non-stop international flights as well. But this just gives you an overview on what we cover. We cover the Americas, UK, Europe, Middle East, and obviously Asia Pacific as well. So a lot of these flights are operated by our own metal, and some of them are with our Star Alliance partners. So that's just to give you an overview on the network size. So we are a fairly big airline. Coming on the cabin, so the reason why I talk about the Airbus 350, because a lot of our aircrafts are going to mirror this product. So currently, we've got the new fleet on Delhi, not on Mumbai, not on Bangalore, and not on the other routes as well. We've got a different mixed fleet of aircraft. For Mumbai, we've leased aircraft from Etihad. So if you're flying Heathrow, Mumbai, you will see the Etihad product, but it's obviously operated by Air India, and the crew are Air India as well. On some of the US routes, we've got the Delta Airlines product as well. So again, it'll be all Air India, operated by Air India, but the cabin crew will also be Air India. But this will all sort of go away in time once we have our new aircraft, our very own aircraft. Then these aircrafts will go back and be replaced by the Air India products. But this is just to give you an overview on the cabin of business class, premium economy, and economy. We have a very nice business class cabin, fully flat beds, and a premium economy. It's very very similar to Virgin MBA, so it's in line with all the other, and a very nice spacious economy class as well. And this is a very nice actual aircraft. I only flew it a few weeks ago, so great aircraft to fly. Just a bit of a glance at our 320 aircraft. Now, these aircrafts are also very spacious. We offer a premium economy. So even if it's a shorter flight, say of about 45 minutes, you still get your business class cabin, premium economy, and economy class cabin. So if you're booked, say London, Delhi, Delhi, Bangalore, London, Mumbai, Mumbai, Goa, it's seamless. You will get your product all the way through. So if we take Delhi as an example, well, that's where the premium economy is right now. You will get a seamless premium economy product all the way through. Okay, so this is just touching on the brand new um, Airbus 320s that we're operating now. This is just, images tell a good story. So I always like to include a lot of images. This is about our meal service. So we're elevating our in-flight experience. So this experience is on our 350, and that's going to be the product that's going to be moving forward. So if you're traveling on London Delhi flight, which is on the brand new A350, the cabin crew uniforms, the meal service, it's going to be very different if you're flying on a Heathrow, Mumbai, or a Goa flight, because we haven't got the new aircraft, or we haven't retrofitted those aircrafts as yet. So our marketing guys are very strict on, right, if we've got the new aircraft, it's going to go with the new crew uniform, new onboard service, new meals. We cannot mix and match. So this is what we're trying to demonstrate, and this is what we're going to see in the future as part of the transformation journey. I'm just going to touch a bit on fare families. So I know you know your fares through Faremine, so I don't want to disturb your understanding of that. But Air India fares, this I call the base. So the structure of our fares. So our fares are structured on fare families. So this gives you a real good structure on our value fare, our classic fare, and our flex. And as you can see, um, we have the value, classic, and flex, and it's very self-explanatory. It gives you all what you get in terms of economy, and then in premium economy you get the classic and flex, as well as business class, and obviously first class, which is on the Heathrow Mumbai route. Um, this is what you get, and it gives you all the information you'll need. Yeah. This, I'm not sure if I can play it. I'll try and play it. I should be able to. So what you just saw there, that was just a campaign that we're running right now. It's about our fares. So Faremine have access to these fares. These are just our special fares, and they are running till. So you have to book them by the end of the week. Um, but you can travel out and in by 30 June. And if this is proving a successful campaign, we will extend them as well. So please look out for these fares. So this, I think, was domestic India. So if I move to the next slide, let me see what this is. I think this is going to be our Sixth Freedom. So Sixth Freedom, it's called the VIA campaign. So we're really sort of um, we're really promoting our Sixth Freedom traffic into Australia, into Thailand, into Korea. So going east. That was more about our Sixth Freedom traffic. So anything into the Far East, beyond India. So we're trying to create Mumbai, Delhi as a hub. Right, just moving on. Now this is a video which I will for you to watch on the actual Air India product and where we are going. And I will sort of interject and I will talk through the video if I need to. So this is our business class cabin on the A350. It's a private suite. As you can see, the doors shut as well. So what airlines have in their first class cabin, we have that in our business class cabin. This is our spacious premium economy. So you can see the attention to detail. It's fantastic. And again, this is our new spacious economy class. Lots of leg room here and really nice, comfortable seats with great in-flight entertainment. We call this the new Air India experience. We have very extensive menu as well. So the menu on board in business class is actually quite amazing. And again, it's all nicely handpicked. Beverages as well in business class. And with a great selection of champagnes, wines. And again, elevated dining in premium economy, which is different to normal economy class. Again, premium economy also have their own menu, which is different to business class and economy class. Great amenity kits on board, really nice amenity kits actually. We also provide a fully flat bed in business where the crew will come and make the bed for you. Great pillows. We offer pajamas as well and slippers on in business class as well. Pajamas by a mate called Toomey, and a nice, similar to pashmina style blanket as well. Very comfortable duvet. So this cabin is ideal for your business class passenger. And we also provide a amenity kit in premium economy. Something for families as well with kids, and great Wi-Fi on board as well. So we currently have the A350 on London, New York, and Newark. And this is a new cabin crew uniform as well. Great. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. If there are any, obviously, if there are any questions, Angela, shall I pass it back to yourself?
Yeah, so if you has anybody got any questions at this point for Sanjay, just while we're fresh on that?
So what I did also want to mention is I know the perception in the obviously in the UK market with Air India is not so great, but we're really getting there and we can see the numbers coming in. So, you know, we do all these campaigns and we're looking at our statistics and looking at our statistics. And since we've announced a new transformation journey, the new Air India, the new aircraft, we have seen a real big uptake on our passenger numbers. So we can see this journey is taking effect. In the next couple of years, you know, we'll be an airline to reckon with, alongside with some of the big players like Emirates, BA, Virgin, Qatar as well. So please look out for it. Open to any questions.
No, thank you for that, Sanjay. It's
Yeah,
really interesting, I think,
yeah,
just from our point of view, just to see everything, and it looks amazing, does that?
yeah, yeah.
It really does. Can see yourself flying in that
Yes,
business class,
I
particularly.
tried that. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and I like that the business class is just as good as a first class,
Yes, yes.
which is,
It's a private cabin. So what
yeah,
airlines serve in what they have in their first class cabin, we've got that in our business class cabin. So any passengers who do have that portfolio where they do want to go first, they can easily travel in business class. So we've kind of hit both cabins in one stone. So you know it's great.
yeah, no, that's amazing. So, right, well, thank you for that. So we'll move over
That's-
quickly. I'll just take back control here.
Okay.
Sorry, I've just muted myself there. And then what I'll do, I'll just stop sharing this, and then we will move on to the demo. So we'll just do a quick demo of an Air India flight. So I'll just showing you some perks from the Faremine website. Just bear with me. Can you all see that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, oh good. Right, okay. Let's put that down there. Come out of that one, right? Try again. I'm praying that this is not going to crash on me. All right, it looks like it. I don't know if this is my connection or not. Let me just. I know Virgin in the area were. Do you know it can? You can work absolutely fine,
Yeah,
and
just
then the
when you
minute
don't.
you get on a live demo,
Yeah.
something goes wrong. Ah, right.
Uh,
Third time lucky, guys. Let's see if we can do this.
yeah.
This is a problem if you pre-record things. You can keep recording, can't you? I'll try it again if it doesn't. So Ian, are you familiar with our website? Because I know you do a lot of your bookings through Sabre, don't you?
Yeah, me personally, it's all through Sabre, but the girls at the office all use the
Yeah, and
site.
Anna, it's the same for you, isn't it? I think. Oh, here we go. Right, let's. Okay, so what I'll do, I will go through this quite quickly. So I am conscious of time, and it does time out after half an hour. So it's just to point out, the point of this is just to point out certain features of the website. So you can search. So if we were to put in Delhi, it brings it up. Or if you know the airport code, you can just pop that in. We will just move slightly ahead. So that we can show longer ticketing time limits. Now, what I do, I call this the primary filter. Any information you put in here is crucial to what results you get. So you get a maximum of 200 results that come up, and it is in price ascending order. So if you do want to fly on a particular airline, such as Air India, and you do just want business class, I would recommend you put it in at this point to get as many fares as possible. If you leave it blank, you will just get the fares coming up from every airline, and it will usually be your economy, and it's in price ascending order. So we will leave it open at this point for the classes. Now, if you want to add extra legs, you can do so. We can add up to 6 on here. You know, sometimes it can be difficult getting the complex itineraries, so I would recommend going to Res for those. But it can be done, and again, just by taking away, you can do it to one way. Okay, so because we've put in London, it will search all airports in London. Now, so for the preferred airlines, we'll just put in Air India here, and this will only bring up the Air India flights. Now, we will stick with one adult passenger so we can get through the second form quicker. So you can obviously have up to 9 passengers. Anything 10 plus is classed as a group booking. So we do have groups at faremine.com. If you email them with your requirements for any groups, then they can. It's a lady called Reshma, and Danielle helps out as well. They'll come back to you with any quotes on group bookings. So here are the fare types. I explained what each of those are in the previous slides. Now, when you go into the search options, if you just click on search for flights, it will just bring up all the flights on that day. So I'll just do this. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I do think this is my connection with Virgin. It's I do apologise if it does crash. I know they were down the other day, and I were having issues, but it seemed to be okay yesterday. So here's bringing up all the Air India flights to Delhi now on that particular day. So as you can see, lots of options there, and it is price ascending. Now, if you've got passengers that are flexible with the dates that they're travelling, what you can do, you can tick the flexible dates box there. Now, if you try and tick all 4 boxes, you will get an error message. The system just doesn't like it, but you can choose flexible dates plus 1 of these. So we normally default it to free luggage fares only, but you might prefer direct flights. So if we just search that now, you'll get a box come up and it will search the date that you selected and 3 days before, 3 days afterwards as well. See, the aeroplane's going really quickly.
I know, I do like that
slow.
one.
I don't know. It's just when it's switching screens. It's definitely my system, is this? So I do apologise. Right, here we go. So that's the flexible dates matrix. So that's the date that we've selected, and all the ones in the pale orange, they are the cheapest fares that you will see. Now, obviously, they're your outbound, your inbound dates, and if you hover over each one, it will tell you the airline, the class, and whether it's direct or if there's any stops. So let's look at these ones that looks like these have got a stop. Now, if you click on the box, you will see the results down here changing. So it will just tell you what's available on that particular date. Okay. So to go back to where we were before, I just wanted to show you the flexible dates because a lot of agents who have been using us don't know it's there. They see it, but I think they just don't know what to use it for. Right, here we go. Okay. So these are the results. Like I say, if you put business in at this point, you will just get business class flights. And then what you can do then, obviously the headings above, very self-explanatory. What I will point out is the ticketing time limits here. So as you can see, you published have got 0. There won't be any seat only fares at the minute, but like we said earlier when we're going through the slides, the seat only fares will be appearing at some point once they've been filed. So this is your ticketing time limit on your IT fare. It does say ticketing time limit may vary on option confirmation. So just obviously wait for your email to come through for us, just confirming the actual ticketing time limit. But with your ITs, it is generally 30 days before departure, and these tend to be pretty correct to these. Now, under the blue, you do have the rules. So a little blue circle here. So if I just click on them, and we do say pay particular attention to number 16, which is your penalties. That just lets you know of any reissue charges and things like that. So just make sure that you do have a good read of those. Okay, and then here, we selected free baggage, baggage included, sorry. So if it's red, there isn't baggage. If it's green, there is. And if it's mixed, it might mean that you do on some legs and others you don't. So if you do want to ensure there's baggage included every time, just make sure you default the tick to baggage included. So I just want to just explain the little results key down here. You might see there won't be any on this particular route, but if you do see a little silver star, that does mean that the airlines are not protected by ATOL or SAFI. So we've got Thai Airways, I think Sri Lankan's one on there as well. We do have the exclusion list on the Faremine website, so if you do want to know who they are, you can see them on there, but they'll be indicated by a little star there, so just to let you know that you won't get an ATOL certificate with those ones. Now, at the top here, we've got an adjustment tool. So you can see here we've got the price, and some of you may have commission already included in your fares. So that will show in a little red figure underneath the line under here. Mine's set up as net at the moment, and any fees will be there as well. Now, if you wanted to mark these fares up even more, so add a little bit of markup for yourself, you can do that using the adjustment tool here. So if you just click on the adjustment tool, you might just put £20 on. If you just want pounds, just leave the percent unticked and click apply. If you want to add on a percentage, tick the box and click apply, and it'll add on 20% to the total fare price. So we'll just add on £20 for now, and you can see there it shows us an extra markup. When we go to the next screen, that will be incorporated into the total fare price, and it will not show on your gross invoices. So just leave that as it is for now. With the results we've got here, you can then filter them again using the results here. So you can do it again, self-explanatory. It's a very easy system to use, is this. Outbound journey, if you do have multiple legs, you can actually filter, it will say onward journey, and you can filter them exactly the same. They're all identical, and you can do that by arrival time, departure time, journey time. You can put them to direct. If there's direct flights available, you can do that there. So these are really good tools. And then departure airport, you might go, right, okay, well, I just want to go from Heathrow, then you can just tick Heathrow. Again, with the cabin classes, you can filter them out here, and again with the fare types. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. Now, if you do see a little aeroplane here in the corner, it does mean that an upgrade is available. So if you just open up the fare by clicking on the cross, and if you just go to the upsell tool here, and it will show you. So this is the fare that you've currently got, and this is the classic, and this is the flex, just as Sanjay talked through in the slides, and it just tells you what more you get with that. And you can go straight through to business. Okay. Now, the information tab here, that just tells you information on the terminal, the flight duration, your baggage allowance. If it says one piece, it is the airline standard, which I believe for Air India is 23 kilo. And I'm sure Sanjay will tell me if that's any different.
Yes,
but
that's correct.
it's
No,
23.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fab. And here it will show you how many seats are remaining on the aircraft as well. So it's just a good bit of information there. If there are alternative flights available, you'll see them there, and so you can just tick whichever ones you want. Okay, so we are just going to stick, like I say, basic routes. So I just want to get through to the next page. So we'll just select, in fact, we'll go with an IT fare because I want to show you where you can put in the ground arrangements. So we'll just use this one here. So if we select this, okay, right, so you just put in the passenger information. Obviously, it's always the lead passenger. Once you've confirmed this, you won't be able to go in and change the route or the passenger names. If you have got any amendments, you would need to ring Res to do them. You can't do it online. If you were wanted to do it online, it'd have to be a brand new P&R. Okay, so passenger information, this is where you can put in the passport details, any information here, which I think the airlines do like to have the information sooner rather than later. So it's there if you do want to use that. I mean, obviously they can put in the passport details at the point of checking in. So here we've got the meal request and the frequent flyer information. We wouldn't recommend you doing any of these at the point of option. If you're just holding option, it's pointless because any seats to be reserved would be given priority to paying passengers. So if you're just holding option, I'd leave these blank for then. Once you've issued the ticket, you can then go in and do your seat requests. So I'll just open that up and just show you what it looks like. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay, and it just tells you what the costs are there for reserving them seats. And then your meal requests, again, you can do that here. And then any frequent flyers, so if they've got their Air Miles card, you can accrue the points as well by popping in their information on here. Now, the emergency contact details, this does need to be the lead passenger, not the agent. And once we've confirmed this booking, that the emergency contact details do go off to the airline, so you can't go in and edit them. So just make sure them details are correct, just in case they do need to contact them in an absolute emergency. At least they've got them details there. And as you can see, we put £20 onto the fare and it's not showing. So this is the total. So at this point, if you want to turn your screen round to your passenger, to your client, sorry, then you can do that. And here is where, when we're booking it, this is saying we've selected an IT fare. So we need to enter some valid ground arrangements. So it might be a cruise, a hotel, car hire. So you would just put the information in there. If you haven't booked the ground arrangements at this point, but they'll have a good idea of where they'll be staying and what hotel or resort, you can put that in there and then pass the information over later. And it's just so the airlines know that we're not dry selling these. So to hold an option, this is really important. You need to make sure you tick that box. If you don't tick it, we will issue the tickets. You do have up until the end of the day to void it. I would say try and void it when res are there as a backup, just in case. If it gets past midnight, the usual fare rules will apply, so you could end up losing money if you do accidentally ticket something. So that's really important to note that needs to be ticked. Now, the confirmation email address will be sent to whatever email address you use to log in. If you do want to send it elsewhere, you can add on email addresses there as well. Okay, and then if you just tick to make sure you've read the rules and the T's and C's, which are between Faremine and the agent, not between Faremine and your clients, and then we are ready to book that. So hopefully we've almost got through it now without any hiccups. It's just going a bit slow. Right, brilliant. Right, okay. So the last 6 alphanumeric, that is the PNR reference. So just ignore the 2 letters at the front. That's just an internal branch code for us, is that. So that's your PNR. And it does tell you that if you don't confirm the seats, we have held this on option. If you don't confirm the seats, then come the 6th of June, the seats will be released back to the airline. Okay. So, and that's that. So that's the option booked. Now to retrieve them, you go to my account up here. So you can go to either your option bookings or you can go to manage my bookings. Option will just have all your options on there. Manage my bookings will have absolutely everything. It has you cancelled, which I went through and cancelled a load the other day. So there's not going to be that many on there. It's just this one. This is where you can then go in and edit. So if you've got lots and lots of PNRs on there, you can search by part of the PNR, and it will find them. Or you can search by any of the headings on here. So you can search by passenger. So I just use that. And if you know you've cancelled something and it's still showing as on option, just click the GDS refresh there and it will refresh it because it updates. I think it's about every 15 minutes. So it may not update straight away. So if you just click that GDS refresh there, then it will update it for you. Now, to go in and make any changes then, you go to the magnifying glass on the side, and then right down at the bottom, it is very pale until you hover over it. You've got the more actions. And this is where, if you do accidentally ticket something, this is where you would go in and void it. Again, you can go in and confirm, which obviously we're not going to do that today. Or you can just simply cancel it, and then that will cancel the option. Or to modify. So if you want to, I'll just click on it and show you. This is where, once you've issued your ticket, then you can go in to modify, and that's where you can go in and put your seat selections here. Or if you want to change your date of birth, you can do that here, or put your passport information in. So that's where you do all your modifications. And that's it really. That's everything I think you need to get going on the website. I mean, does anybody have any questions at this point? Let me just go back to you all. Let me just stop sharing that. Right, I'm back on at you all now. Right, is anybody? Yes, it is live availability, yes. That's downside to doing live options if something doesn't go right, but it's a live system, Teresa. Oh, Sanjay, you've been having conversations in the meantime. Right, okay, so has anybody got any questions, or have you found that useful to go through? Anna? Oh, I can't hear you, Anna. I could see you then, but I couldn't hear you. So, Teresa, you can, it depends how your account's set up. You can go on a weekend, and you can just, if you want to issue a ticket straight away, you can do. If your account is set up to be able to issue tickets yourself. If not, you can hold them on option. As long, not the published ones, you wouldn't be able to hold them on option, but your seat only. As long as it's got that ticketing time limit on, you should be able to hold it until the Monday. Oh, Anna, that's good to hear, is that, because I know you're a well-established agent with us. So it's nice when we get that feedback from established agents as well, because we do aim the training at new agents, really. So it's nice that you see things that you wouldn't necessarily know were there, which is the whole point of doing these sessions, really. Yeah. So thanks for that feedback, Anna.
Thank you.
Yep, no worries.
No, thanks.
Right, lovely. Well, this if there's any questions for Sanjay at all, I know you've been doing them in here.
Yeah.
If not, then we'll bid you farewell. We will be uploading this to the Faremine YouTube channel as well. So if you do want a recap, I can also send you a copy of the recording if you want, and I'll send you the slides as well. So you can go back and you can look in detail at all the information that Sanjay put on there in particular. And in the meantime, yeah, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to contact myself or Sanjay, and we'll be more than happy to help you. All right, take care. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.